What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of So What's the Issue? Y'all know I'm your boy Solo Foe. Today I'm going to be talking about, it's supposed to be all about the kids, right? So I've been getting a lot of backlash and stuff like that. So I wanted to address what my whole point of the show is. So really the whole point of this show is to give people different perspectives, help people find a different, way of life, different thinking, whatever, just outside their own opinion. But let me go in for y'all. All right. So I made a post just now. Why is it so much more likely that you'll find females out here, and I don't want to just target on females, but females out here that will go and fight about a nigga that's out here cheating on them and doing everything in the world on them, but when the doctor says, hey, your child has asthma, the person doesn't even consider the point to stop smoking. Like, I want people that smoke to understand one thing, because people like to say, "Oh, well, after I get done smoking, I go take a shower or I go do this and that." I want everybody to understand something real clear. You cannot wash smoke off of your body. You cannot do it. That is not a thing. You cannot get smoke off your body. No matter how many times you take a shower, no matter how many times you take a bath, smoke does not come off of you. So when you put that newborn baby, when you put that baby up on your shoulder, right in the midst of where you've been smoking, you are causing your child to have risk health down the line. And this is a proven fact. This is not a debate. This is not a question. It's not a question at all. But we like to try to play in between the lines with the whole, well, I do it this time and I do it this time. No, y'all don't. Stop lying. Like, y'all say that shit because it's for the conversation, and when it's for the conversation, y'all don't want to look wrong. But the honest answer is y'all are wrong. There's no way to honestly do that. Let me tell y'all why I go so heavy about this. My personal belief is you cannot have or should not have a child before you have three things in life. Three things in life that I believe that you should have before you even think about having a child. And I actually might add to that list. But you independently, not with a boyfriend, not with a spouse, independently, you should be able to afford a car, be able to afford a house, and be able to afford to take care of a pet. And the reason why I say pet over child, a pet, I'm not saying can go out and, survive at a young age without, if they go from having parents or whatever, people taking care of them to not, but they're easier for that transition. A newborn baby can't go take care of itself, period. And that's just what it is. You can resell a puppy. You can't resell a baby. But these three things in life, the reason why I say a house, obviously because you need a house. You obviously need a house to be able to raise a child in, and I mean a decent household. The reason why I say a car, the reason why you need a car, and let me tell y'all one time real clear, I am so tired. I've been dealing with this since I was, I don't know what age, of riding past people out on the bus stop in the middle of winter with their baby inside of a stroller, their little toddlers just sitting there freezing cold in the little coat. Like, I am so tired of riding down the street in the middle of winter and seeing people on the bus stop like this with their kids. Come on now, you can't have, and my thing is, one child, I understand, can be a mistake. But if you got 2, 3, 4 children standing out on the bus stop like this, because you decided, hey, I'm not going to prioritize having my children away to and from somewhere. I'm only going to prioritize what I want. And what I want, I'm willing to take the sacrifice to go get on the bus and go do other things to go make my means of transportation. But newborn children, we don't live in the 1980s, 1960s, 1950s anymore. You need a car to go transport your newborn baby from its appointments. You need some type of vehicle. You need something to transport your children from here to there when it is cold outside. Any child less than 10 years old needs some type of transportation, because that is too young of an age to be standing out in the dead of winter. Like, what is that? But like I said, I done already did the pet, I done already did the car, I done already did this. My thing is this. Y'all get so caught up in what y'all want. Y'all get so whatever you want to call it in what y'all want that y'all never put y'all kids first. There's only 2 times a year where I say y'all might put y'all kids first and y'all still don't do it then. And if you do it, I'm not talking to you, but the people that I am talking to, the only 2 times in a year that y'all consider putting y'all kids first is at the beginning of the school year and maybe Christmas. But let me say this one time real clear. If you are living in a situation where your child can only have good things twice a year, you should not have more than 1 child. You should not be going past 1 child. If you go to 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and you're not even doing the bare necessities for that one child, then you are dead wrong. You are a bad parent in my eyes. You might be a good person. Like, this is one thing that I don't think people understand. Y'all be talking about y'all being good people. I understand what you're saying. You're a good person. You have good intention at heart, but you are a bad parent if you know you can't afford the bare necessities for your child. If you can't provide that and you have 2, 3, and 4 past what you already knew you couldn't do, you are a bad parent. But back to what I'm saying, like, you don't need the new Scat Pack. You don't need the new Hellcat. You don't need everything new. You do not need it because that's what you want. That's the things that you want. That's not what your kids need. The things that you need to start focusing on is putting your kids first. Kids first, past what you actually want. Fuck the new $40,000, $70,000, $80,000 car. Get you a $10,000 to $15,000 car at best. And then what you do with that $10,000 to $15,000 car, find you a good paying job. Section 8 is not going to work for your entire life. Y'all keep doing this whole sitting on Section 8 and then turn around and saying, well, you can find good properties on Section 8 in good neighborhoods. You know, there's good neighborhoods on Section 8. I don't care, because where you get Section 8 at, guess who you are next to? The people that you are next to are other people on Section 8. And guess what comes with being next to other people on Section 8? A bad neighborhood. A place where gunshots will go off over dumb shit, over little shit, over shit that don't matter. Niggas down the street. I just seen a couple weeks ago, it may not even been weeks. I just seen a couple of days ago, there was some girls into a beef, and one of the girls decided to start shooting in the air over some stupid shit. And it's like, hey, this is what y'all sending y'all kids to the store to go get y'all loaf of bread from? Around? This is what y'all gonna raise y'all kids up around. Y'all got ignorant ass people living down the street. But then whenever I say, hey, instead of you spending $400 to $1,000 on marijuana every month, and take that $400 to $1,000 and put that into your housing, so whenever you raise your kids, you can raise them in a better neighborhood. Yes, I know it sucks. But y'all willing to do it for the Hellcat. Y'all willing to do it for the Scat Pack. Y'all willing to do it for every single nice car because it's luxurious. You want to do all that luxurious shit, that instant gratification shit. You want people to look at you a certain type of way when you pull up. You want all of this instant gratification shit that makes you look good. But start thinking about your kids. Y'all need to start worrying about your damn kids. And take that extra money, that extra shit, that extra $300-400 that you're gonna be spending on a Scat Pack every month between the insurance and then the actual car payments. Go put that on a damn house in a decent neighborhood. Work on your credit. I know starting out as likely a single mother in our neighborhood is one of the hardest things in the world to do. I know it's hard, but the thing is, it is hard. And what y'all need to start doing is understanding that it is hard. So you cannot go have fun. You need to go buckle down and get on your job as a parent. You need to start doing better things as a parent. You need to start going harder for your children. I seen a post the other day. People was posting down, sharing down Christian McCaffrey's family's legionship. You know, they were in the military, they did football, they did a lot of shit with their family. But this is the thing, don't glamorize what the next person does. Go get that yourself. You as a woman, you as a single father, you as whatever, go join the military if school wasn't for you. And I'm going to get on that in just a second. But go join the military if school wasn't for you. Go play some type of sport. Not you, but put your children in some type of sports. And I mean, I want y'all to actually put y'all child in the sport and then go support your children playing the sport. I joined the basketball league, and you know how many games my parents showed up to? And I'm not going to make this about me, myself, but do you know how many games my parents showed up to? The championship. And then when I got older, I started doing other leagues, but that was a whole different story. But when I was younger and I actually needed to support the extra money for basketball gear, the extra money for the football gear and stuff like that, you know what my parents didn't do? They didn't provide it because they were stuck in their own fund. And guess what? You are that same exact type of way. You don't want to put an extra $10 to $15 into your kids. You don't want to do that type of shit. Y'all get so upset that the schools charge y'all $10, $15 for a ticket to go see a basketball game. And tell me how, if y'all not going to actually fund the school, the difference between our neighborhood and the private schools is the people that went to the school, the parents that send their children to the school, they provide funds for the kids. They all donate. It don't matter if they 67 years old. It don't matter what age they are. When's the last time you sent in a school donation? I guarantee you've never sent in a school donation, but then you want to start talking about public transportation for these kids getting back home on these buses. Come on now. We were sitting 3 to a seat when we were in school. Whenever we was in school, it was so unappealing that I started walking to high school every day. Y'all knew this shit was coming, but y'all want to continue to talk about, well, JCPS is so unorganized and they just messed up because how are the kids getting off at 9 o'clock and I'm just getting my baby at 10 o'clock? Because too many of y'all have 6 kids. Too many of y'all have 4 kids. It was already 3 to a seat. Guess what our generation did by having 1 baby, bare minimum? We just put another butt in that seat. So yes, the school buses have to find different ways to do shit. But I want to talk about Resolve real quick. Do you know how we resolve all of this issue? How we fix all of these problems that we got in our community? All of these things where people, when somebody dies, see, this is the thing for me. Y'all be talking about it ain't a problem. Stop talking about what people do. You got time to debate what other people got going on in their lives. But then whenever somebody dies around y'all, when somebody gets shot and killed in the middle of the street, y'all, we gotta stop the violence. We gotta do something about this. Black Lives Matter. We do a whole bunch of this extra shit whenever something negative happens, but y'all want to continue to live the same lifestyle. Let me tell y'all something real simple. The two lifestyles don't add up together. They don't mix together. You cannot live one way and also live the other way. It does not mix with each other. What's going to happen is negativity. But like I said, let me talk about this Resolve real quick. What I think should happen. Okay, so people in school, us in school, we used to do this thing where we used to say, hey, I don't understand why I'm still coming to school because I don't understand how all this advanced math is going to help me in real life. I don't understand how all of these other things over here are going to help me in real life. So here's what I'll tell you. If your child feels like they don't need school to be successful in life, what you need to do is start coming up with alternatives for your children. That's where that $400 to $1,000 that y'all spending on weed is very important. You take that and you go send your child to a trade school. You send your child to go get some type of trade. You go send your child to the military bare minimum. Like, I understand that when the way we was raised, people don't believe in sending their children to the military. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If your child is a gangbanger, I guarantee you, if you get your child into that military, by the time they come back, they're gonna be a decent young man. Not everybody, but you're going to have bare minimum a decent young man that's going to be making about $2,000 per month off of just being in the reserves. Off of just being in the reserves, your child would be making $2,000 per month. That is how you create a lineage. That is how you start creating a legacy. You tell them to tell their kids to do the same thing. You start passing that down. If traits is the way that you feel like your child needs to go, being a nail technician, being an esthetician, something like that, being a specialist in something, send your kids to do that if school isn't working. We need to stop waiting until the very last minute to find things for our children to do or give our children reasons to live, because too many of the kids are just growing up and then not knowing what to do besides sit in the house and go hang out with their friends. You have to, when your children graduate, you have to grab your child, grab them, and let them know, hey, the road doesn't stop here. Because if you stop right here, you will be bouncing from factory job to factory job trying to make a decent living. And if anybody's ever worked in a factory, the first couple years of working in that factory is the most shitty thing that you could ever do in your life. So you grab your child. Hey, look, there's this thing called being an esthetician. You're going to pop pimples and wax vaginas all the time. There's a thing called a nail technician. You're going to go do that. Cosmetology. Find something to put your child in. Even though your child is 18 and quote unquote, they can make their own decisions. It's up to you as a parent to keep steering your children, pushing them in the right direction. But we don't want to do that because it's not our responsibility when we send our kids to school. Do you know how many times a year I see JCPS, come and get these kids? The school system, y'all need to come get y'all kids. No, that's not funny. Y'all keep wanting to be funny. It's not funny. Y'all need to start actually taking care of y'all kids. Y'all need to actually start figuring out, okay, if school isn't working for my child, if my child does not like school, what is it that I can put my child in that will interest them that much more? Some of these kids like music. Go monitor their music, because you got too many young kids out here that's making drill music, gangster music, and they getting killed behind they drill and gangster music. You need to go to the studio when you find out your child is interested in music at the age of 15, 16, 17. Instead of spending that $400 to $1,000 a month on weed, on all this other shit, take your child to the studio, put them in front of the microphone. Let them see how it feels to be in front of a microphone. Monitor what they're putting out. Go out with your kids instead of spending all your time in the house. All y'all do is want to go party, smoke, drink with y'all friends, and then y'all leave y'all kids out to dry. And this is a constant thing. It's so constant and so eerie to me that all y'all want to do is just let the kids go to school. And then let them make their own path. Like they're going to make the best path in the world. When y'all know that it's not easy to make the best path in the world when you're at that fresh, unstable mind. You're more vulnerable to go doing other shit that, wouldn't be the right decisions. So it needs to start being more on the parents to start putting their kids first and start teaching their kids how to go and make a real life for them. Find what your child is interested in. Get them into something, but also get them into a trade school. Send them to the military. That's an extra $2,000 a month for just going to military school. Like, do something with your kids instead of letting them fail all the damn time. Because I'm so tired of this murder rate. I'm so tired of the direction that we're going in that it's ridiculous, and it really hurts my feelings to see that this is the best that we can do. And then I don't know, that's just my thoughts, and I appreciate everybody for watching. If you missed it, I hope you go back and watch it. This has been y'all boy Solo Foe. This has been So What's the Issue, and I know y'all upset with me. I know y'all don't really care for my tone of voice and stuff like that, but I am trying to make a difference. I am trying to make a change within our community. I really am. Like, All I can do is do it verbally. I can't go to y'all households and make y'all do anything. But I appreciate y'all for watching. This has been So What's the Issue? And I'm your boy Solo Foe. Thank y'all.